here and I want to ask you this question. Have you ever had someone that you're like, I don't know why we just can't really get along, but we can't? I recently ran across this situation when I was doing a training. A company had brought me in to help them be more effective and efficient. And one of the ways that we had decided to attack that goal was to do some communication training using DISC. And the whole purpose behind that was so that people could start to communicate more effectively, meaning they could understand how they communicate and how the other person communicates and why that happens. So in the course of the training, I commented that sometimes people just don't quite get along. They rub each other the wrong way, or they tend to butt heads, and it was awkward in the room because people were looking at these two individuals, and I thought, oh, it's here, it's happening here. They were both perfectly nice people, and they had great ideas. And don't get me wrong, conflict is healthy for every team. If everyone's always thinking the same way, you can't move forward. Like, you have to have people with different opinions and different ideas to help grow the conversation. These two people, however, it wasn't really a super healthy conflict. They were at loggerheads all the time. Many times this will happen when communication styles are vastly different. Like they're fast-paced and the other person's slow-paced, or one person tends to be more people-oriented, outgoing, the other person tends to be more reserved and more fact-finding. This wasn't the case. They actually were very similar styles. And by the end of the training, they were actually choosing to work together. Kind of crazy. So what changed? What happened? What happened was they started to understand that each of them, how they communicated and how the other one communicated. And they started to get the other person as an actual person and not just an impediment to what they were trying to achieve. I invite you to look at your workforce, your employees, your organization. And do people get each other, or are they viewing each other as an impediment to them being able to get the work done? And then once you can identify that, decide, what are you going to do about it? Because when your team and your organization works effectively and efficiently, the sky's the limit. You can accomplish anything. And when there's some stickiness and some bumps along the way, outside of those growing pains and outside of healthy conflict to make a bigger and better idea, then it just is hard. And you didn't start your business for hard. So I invite you, comment below. What have you found has been really effective when two people just don't exactly get along, but yet they're both perfectly great people? What do you do? Comment below.